Hello, everyone, and welcome to my podcast. As we turn the page to a new month and a new calendar year, this is the perfect moment to pause, not just to recover, but to recalibrate. What do we want our students to experience in our classrooms in the months ahead? What do we want them to achieve, not only academically, but emotionally and socially? And just as important, what do we want teaching to feel like for us in the second half of the year? There are thousands of things we could tweak: new system, fresh seating charts, different rewards, new tech tools. But research and experience tell a consistent story. A relatively short list of high impact moves can make an outsized difference for learning, behavior, and classroom climate. Today's episode is about five of those moves, five elements that sit right at the intersection of classroom management and student learning. Think of them as ingredients in a recipe for a stronger second half of the year. The best part is, every one of these is within your control and they can be applied easily. Students almost never perform consistently above what we truly believe they can do. They feel our expectations, spoken and unspoken. Studies keep showing that teacher expectations are powerful predictors of student achievement. When teachers hold high, specific expectations, students tend to make significantly larger gains than peers whose teachers expect less. As you head into the new year, ask yourself, what do I really believe about this group's potential? Not in a vague, all kids can learn way, but student by student. Where have you quietly lowered the bar because the behavior is hard or the data is discouraging? This is a good moment to raise your own belief again, to say, I haven't seen it yet, but I choose to believe this student is capable of growth. Your classroom management changes when you manage from belief instead of from defeat. Try this. Make a list of three students you've been most frustrated with. Next to each name, write a specific strength in a specific area where you choose to believe they can grow in the next 3 months. Let that belief shape your tone, your feedback, and the opportunities you give them. Number two, high expectations. Belief shows up as expectations. High expectations are not about assigning more work, being harsh, or refusing to differentiate. They are about communicating. I see you as someone who can do hard things, and I will not permanently lower the bar for you. When expectations are high and clear, students are more likely to rise to them. When expectations are low, they become a ceiling. Classroom management improves when students know exactly what success looks like and feel that it's for them, not just for the good kids. Try this. After break, specifically reach each three expectations that matter most for learning in your room. Maybe entering class, responding to the redirection, and starting work right away. Then connect each expectation to belief. I hold this expectation because I know you're capable of meeting it, and what we're doing together is important. High belief and high expectation without support will eventually feel like abandonment. Students need to experience you as someone who doesn't demand but also equips. Timely support looks like circulating while students work, catching confusion early, offering sentence stems, modeling how to begin, or pulling a quick small group before frustration turns into misbehavior. When students know that you will show up with guidance, coaching, and intervention in the moment they need it, your expectations feel fair instead of punishing. In classroom management terms, this is where a lot of power struggles can be avoided. Acting out behavior is often a student's last line of defense against embarrassment or feeling stuck. When we support early, we reduce the need for these defenses. Try this. Choose one class and commit that for the first 10 minutes of independent work. You will only do support labs, no emails, no grading, no side conversation. Your only job is to notice who's stuck and quietly step in. Even the strongest management systems struggle when students feel like the work is pointless. Confidence, expectations, and support land differently when what we're asking students to learn feels connected to their lives, their interests, or their future. Of course, not every standard screams relevance, but we can make explicit links to real situations, careers, or problems. Connect new content to what students already know or care about. Use student-chosen topics, examples, or products when possible. When students see purpose, engagement goes up and often task behavior goes down. And even when life relevance is not obvious, meaningful goals and visible progress can stand in for it. Helping students set a small concrete goal, then showing them proof of growth can turn why are we doing this into I can actually see myself getting better. Try this in January. Start each unit with a 1 minute why this matters talk and end each week with a quick reflection. Where did you see yourself grow this week? Challenging worthwhile learning requires mistakes. If students do not feel safe to try, fail, and ask questions, they will either shut down or act out. That psychological safety, students believe that it's okay to take interpersonal risk in your classroom, is foundational for both behavior and learning. A psychologically safe classroom is not one without boundaries. It is one where mistakes are treated as information, not evidence of worth. Questions are welcome. Effort and strategy are praised more than being smart. Behavior is addressed without shaming the person. When students trust that they won't be humiliated for trying and failing, they are far more willing to participate, take feedback, and stay engaged. Try this. Choose a phrase you'll use this year when students make errors like, good, now we know what to work with. Or everyone makes mistakes. This is how we learn. Use it consistently. Also, explicitly separate the student from the behavior. This choice doesn't change how I see you. Let's fix it together. All five of these elements, confidence and potential, high expectations, timely support, relevant learning, and psychological safety grow out of one core thing, strong, positive relationships. When students feel known, respected, and like they belong, behavior issues drop and engagement rises. They are more likely to trust your expectations, accept your feedback, and take the risk real learning requires. So, as you close out this year and step into the next, here are 3 concrete actions to carry with you. Reclaim your belief. Redecide that your students can grow and let that belief show. Number 2, tighten your expectations. Soften your tone. Be clear and consistent but deeply human. Number 3, protect your psychological safety. Correct behavior while protecting dignity every time. Remember, you do not need a perfect system on January 5th. You need a direction, a set of daily choices that move your classroom toward more trust, more challenge, more support, and more purpose. And if one has said this to you yet, what you doing? If no one has said this to you yet, what you doing really matters. Your classroom might be one of the few places where students feel seen, safe, and capable all at once. That is real power. Here's to a new year of calmer rooms, deeper learning, and students who rise higher because you choose to believe that they could. Have yourself a wonderful year.